Well, let's get more on this result then. Let's speak to the former Manchester United striker, Louis Saha. Louis, a defeat first up then for Manchester United. Can they afford to lose games like this in the group stages?
Let's say yes, you can afford to lose because there's still games to recover from that. It's a game to learn that they still have to improve and still have to raise, let's say, like a lack of concentration and stuff like this. So yes, you can afford because you can still recover from that. So it's not about affording things. It's really to get things better, to get the players in shape for the Champions League, which is different than what you have maybe in a domestic competition. So you have to settle down very quickly. You don't have like many games.
Another goal for Cristiano Ronaldo. You played with him, of course. So I'm thinking, how much does it surprise you the start he's had?
Not at all, because the way he moved himself, the way he prepared himself, the way I think he fit with the team as well. Because when you look at the setup that he had, maybe when he was at Juve, was maybe like not the same style of players around him. So very attacking down here now. So definitely will get his chances. Yes, I think he fit well with Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba as well. So all those very confident players make such a very easy adaptation for him. But on the same time, he's just a big player. So big players tend to act differently as a human. I think this guy is just, you can't expect him not to score.
No, you can't. You mentioned Bruno Fernandes there, that partnership with him. How much do you see that as getting even better as time goes on?
Yeah, it's the counterpart is like, because Bruno Fernandes last year and the moment that he arrived has to take all the responsibilities. He was like really the main guy. And now I think he will be spread with other players, which is really good. And this is something I think Bruno Fernandes, as a smart player, understood straight away. And you will see that those two players will really, improve by the games coming, especially the tough ones, because those two players are able to really create something special in Europe. I really believe so. So yes, I can't wait to see those games.
Yeah, it's interesting because we debated it a little earlier as well. That partnership didn't seem to work for Portugal in the Euros. So what is the difference now at United?
I think United side now more than ever have like more unpredictable players. So the like of Rashford when he's going to come back, Martial, Sancho, you have like Evan Lingard. All those players are very fast. Greenwood when he's playing, they have a style where it's like really, really hard to predict. And a player like Bruno, who sometimes being a talisman, all the focus is going to be on him, only with the team and Cristiano. I think it really helps. So it's a different style where like Cristiano was with Juve or Portugal. I think the style of United is really diverse, really hard to predict.
Well, so tell us about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer then. As you're saying there, he's got that bit to work, but he was criticised in some areas. He spoke about the substitutions after the game, but then again, one bad result doesn't make you a bad manager overnight, does it?
No, you have to understand that there is like differences between domestic game and Champions League. You make one or two mistakes, the changes that is done justified, because you need to have some kind of rotation. Some players need to digest all the information from the start of the season. So all those things, there is always opportunity to be criticized if you lose. They lost because of an individual mistake, let's say, but the overall performance is not that bad. I just like feel that Ole is still a young manager, and where you always like look for obviously kind of like a no mistake margin for him. It's unrealistic. I do think that he will be questioned faster because obviously the team doesn't have any weaknesses. For me, it's like a very strong side. The only weaknesses you can see will be concentration and sometimes facing the stronger opponent.
Yeah. The sending off, was it a red?
It's a red because it seems to be dangerous because it took it badly. But you can see straight away that Wan-Bissaka is not a dirty player, and at the same time he really like was not quick enough. The player just put his foot up before, and yes, it's a difficult one. I think Wan-Bissaka didn't badly react. He understood straight away because he's seen where his foot has could have caused really a big damage here. So I think he's a red.
Yeah, as for Jadon Sancho, he was the man to make way after the sending off. What have you made of his start at United?
He's a player, especially when he come back from COVID, if I'm not wrong, will take time to maybe recover from that. So there is some, let's say, excuses behind that. But I'm not worried because he's such a player with not only talent, but confidence in his skills, the skills that we need during games where they are tough. When things are easy and all that, that's not really what we are looking for. It's the unpredictability, the character to bring those skills at the right moment. So I'm not worried.
And we heard the news the other day about Paul Pogba. The idea is that he's more open now to signing a contract extension there. So that must please you. Do you see him staying at Old Trafford?
Yes. I always hope that he could sign a new contract. I always feel like he's part of the big plan. I always felt like sometimes the communication towards the football outside was not great. From his agent or other people. It's nice to see that he actually said that, or the information seems to come from him. So which is refreshing. Yes, of course, it will be stupid to see him go when the team is so strong. It's obvious. I don't think there is any other side in Europe who is more exciting to watch now. So apart from maybe Paris Saint-Germain, but yes, let's say that there is definitely a tremendous fit with Bruno Fernandes, with Sancho, with Varane coming. So I think it's nice to hear this communication. Is probably the most positive, let's say, line in the press from Pogba in the recent years. So which is good.
So optimistic, the future looking good for Paul Pogba, as you say there, but perhaps not so for Donny Van De Beek. He was hooked at half-time, tactical switch. Can you understand why it isn't working for him at this moment?
Mainly physically, I would think. That's kind of like sharpness that he was missing last year. He worked really hard, so obviously it was his maybe first game in this side with his new, let's say, teammates. The configuration comes to two sitting midfielders. I don't think that is the best configuration for him sometimes. But yes, it's hard for him because he's got some kind of like style of play where he's very composed player. He doesn't have like maybe that the speed or the aggressiveness or maybe the kind of skills that you see straight away. So it's like really settled player where he can be like very effective on everything he does because he's very smart. So it will take time